Right, guys, welcome back to the SuthieCast, episode 17. We're joining the studio with a special guest, Ziggy T. How we doing, man?
Yeah, doing wicked. Cheers, bro. Doing wicked. Can't complain.
Yeah. What you been up to?
Working mostly. Yeah, I've been I've been sort of on and off the music recently, just flipping out of it because I've just been working a lot and personal stuff. But yeah, other than that, just working and getting the music done.
Take a flight.
Take a flight.
Take a flight. Yeah, man.
Honestly, when I first heard that, I was like, what's that? What's he going on about? I Googled it and I was like, oh, it just was the biggest thing. And then I saw the Hollow Boy one, I needed it. And I asked him, like, do you know what it is? He was like, it's a catchphrase. It's like, it's his thing. And I was like, oh, great. Well, I did see you mention it as well. And was it the Precinct Phantom one? I think you mentioned it, like you was going on about it. Where did it come from? And yeah. You gotta have your quirks.
Of course you have, man. Yeah, I've got plenty of quirks, as you can tell. Yeah,
I'm intrigued. I'd like to see how your room is set up. Is that a real table? Is that what's going on in there?
Yeah, so we've got a real table. Got the wooden desk.
Right.
Yeah. Little TV screen in the back. We've got the two monitors to either side. The bottles are 100% legitimate, and so is the plant, which is I've no idea what that is. It's off Google.
It looks good. That's all that matters.
Yeah, got some bib bags down there.
When I first saw this, I was like dialed in. I was like, what is this? How has he done that? But I was like proper intrigued because like we do everything. We try and do the videography. We try to do everything we can, like within the music game, like sort of thing. As far as what we can do, like, and this has always been the one thing where I'm always like, wow, what has he done? Yeah, so this is what drew me in the first place. And then you've had such wicked guests on there, man.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
But within my realm, anyway, the people like you've had on is people I work alongside of, or I like. It's nice that you can, through Messenger and stuff like that, or through Instagram, whatever it is, just messaging back and forth. You don't hear the full story. You don't know what they're really up to. Mindless cartoons. You see the inner workings of these people that you just know as a producer or a rapper or whatever.
Well, I thought there were two nice lads, but apparently, but I've come to some information that they're not very nice people.
These cartoon heads, you got to stay away from them. To be honest with you, there's bad news.
Sick and depraved.
Oh, honestly, I clocked onto him a while back, and we've been messaging for ages. Been meaning to do something, and then anyway, we just finished our first track together. Like, so
take a flight.
Yeah, take a flight straight away, man. Honestly, they sent it over, and I was like, they sent me 3 beats, and I was just like, that's the one we've got to go over. But yeah, it's wicked to actually finally get something with him. I don't know when it's dropping. We'll soon see that. But I was just sending the file mix master this morning, so yeah, it's good to have that finished.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like, what's have you got any? You say you've been on and off music. Have you got anything planned? Or you just enjoying the hiatus?
No, not at all. I don't think I'll ever have that. It's the creative side of it for me is just something that it's day in, day out, really. But what I'm saying is getting stuff out. You know what I mean? I've still got things going on. Don't just do my own stuff. I've got people's mixing and mastering I do. I've got producing, all that sort of stuff that I'll throw out there for other people that isn't really my own stuff that's being released, but name's still floating around and that. But yeah,
man.
So
take a flight.
Yeah, take a flight. So they are what I think is the dope producers of this new age. Like, they're quite new to the game, like myself, and they're bringing it with a work rate. It's ridiculous, but they're just coming with that classic sort of hip hop, and then they switch it up, and they've got remix. Well, all the stuff the 99's cartoons have got is mental,
wicked.
Just like yourself, I can't keep up with all these episodes. I keep trying to get them in. And I'm like, right, next bus journey, I'm watching that.
But, yeah. Well, I did one on Saturday, which was meant to come out today.
Right.
But I totally forgot I'd done one until this afternoon.
Right, I see.
And I was like, shit! I'd edited it on Sunday. Yeah. And then it got to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, fuck. I was like, shit. So I ran home from work. Boom! I had to whack it. It was literally just.
As well.
Yeah.
whoa, I thought this was like something you just take it on. You were like, right, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna give it me everything, and it's an everyday thing. But I can't believe you're working and doing all this. This is mental.
Yeah,
The
man.
momentum, I think the momentum when you pick up something when it's new to you, or you know, it's something you're really intrigued in, like, you know, you're having these chats with people. I think it's something you just straight on, you know what I mean? You build up a you know, sleep goes out the window for a bit and things, like you live on the high of it, don't you? I basically started putting stuff out 2 years ago, under the hip hop, if you will. You know, I've been doing music since being eight, but yeah, like when I started, the first 6 months was rocky, and then literally once I found my feet, I was away. Last year went mental. I had so much on. It was just, that's why I've had a bit of a hiatus and chilled out a bit more, and I'm sort of selective on what I'm putting out and stuff like that. I'm just doing random little bits every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why this year has been a bit of like, right, let's breathe a bit.
Take a breath.
Yeah, take a flight, mate.
Yeah, it's important. Like I've had this discussion previously with guests, and I think it's just that balance is so important, isn't it? You know, because you can get so carried away with music and stuff. I think
time and time again, if you speak to any person in the art game, doesn't matter what it is, they'll take a big hit and then they'll chill out for a bit. They'll do a big stint, because it's not something you just, I mean, like say, it's something you keep up with. You have it on the back burner. You might be doing a little bit here and there, but it's not something that you sort of think, right, you know, I'm going to smash this, until you sort of get the momentum for an album or an EP, or you're working with someone new or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That spurs you on, that sort of way. But I think everyone has that hiatus. Everyone has that moment where they're like, look, I'm just going to take a minute for myself. But yeah, I definitely needed it. Yeah,
man. I think it's just so important as well. Like, you know, so like personally, like I went from literally making like a beat a month, for the last 16 years, to dropping like 5 mixtapes in 4 months.
It's mental. I've been listening to that the Bricktop stuff and stuff like that, and I was like, I started trying to search back, and I couldn't find too much. I was thinking, oh, is it a new thing? Because when you came out with this, I thought, oh, he must be must have been doing it a while. Then I heard you on a couple of the podcasts that I've been doing it a long time, 15, 16 years, whatever it was. And do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's like it's good to see that even though it's taken that long, you've got the momentum now. You're ready for it. You're fucking wanting to just push it and do it. But yeah, it's
man.
nice to see. It's nice to see.
No, cheers, man. Like what?
And it's good. Honestly, I really think your stuff's wicked. Like it's sick stuff. The Bricktop stuff I've been bumping quite a bit. I like that.
Oh, cheers, man. Likewise. Yeah, cheers, man.
All the recent Bricktop stuff, like all the stuff. Was it? How many tracks was it? You just did?
3 tracks that I've did them last week.
Tracks, yeah. That those ones there, I've been listening to quite a bit. They're pretty. But again, like I only clicked onto you properly was like a couple episodes into what you're doing now, like sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, but the Hollow Boy Drowsy, like he literally lives upstairs, and it's
does he?
Yeah, he lives above me. Yeah, he lives above me. Like, that's why we've got loads of bits together. We work together a lot. We're always like, oh, working with this person, working with that person. We're always talking about music, sort of thing, to a certain degree. But yeah, it's like when I saw he'd done one, I was like, oh, I need to get on that now. Like,
man.
He doesn't do it, man. He must like a platform, because he doesn't do stuff like that. He's quite a he keeps himself to himself, sort of thing. Like that's why the producers mainly, like he stays behind the scenes, and he likes that sort of
Tucks himself away.
Yeah.
But, no, I appreciate that.
No, wicked, yeah. Nice stuff. Bricktop's a wicked producer as well. I've got a tune finished with him. I've got
Have you really?
Yeah, I've had it for a bit as well. I'm waiting for someone to sing on it, really. But yeah, it's sort of a little bit different than what I usually do. But he comes with different stuff, man. He's a total different producer, isn't he? Like I don't know where he comes up with some of the stuff. The beat he sent me, he said he'd made the beat, then made another beat out of that beat, and that was the final one. Like something. I was like, what have you been up to? Like, yeah. But yeah, it came out sick. I'm just waiting. I've asked him for one of the other ones he put out the other day. I think I'd like to slowly build a little EP with him, because he's a sick producer.
Yeah, it's a very what's the word? Mysterious producer, I'd say.
Oh yeah,
you know, it comes out of the woodwork, doesn't it?
Comes and goes as well. He goes as easily as
yeah.
Like I'm listening to some beats. I'm going, these are wicked. The next day I go there, they're not there. I'm like, oh fucking hell. But yeah, I like that, man. There's something about that. The belly you're wearing, of like Hollow Boy's like not having his face in photos, like all that stuff is a little mysterious thing. I think people click onto, they remember you because of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You shared something on Facebook not a couple of days ago, and I clicked on your actual profile, and I was like, oh, that's what it looks like.
Horrifically scared.
But no, honestly, I think everyone has their own little thing, their own little quirk, and if you, not everyone, but if you do, if people click onto it, people notice it because that's what you know, different by sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I think for me, it's just because it's just sort of a confidence thing, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, you know, I don't really, I want to keep it separate from a personal life. It's not because I've got any specific reason to hide the music away or the podcast. It's just, I just sort of want to separate it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's completely understandable. I was a bit shady about it when I started, because like you create this new name, you become this alter ego, you know what I mean? But real life, you not different, but you're like, you're not wearing a belly walking around Asda, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, do you know what I mean? We all have a day-to-day life. Most of us have jobs or whatever we're up to in day-to-day life, and we're not that character all the time. But you know, I think that's the whole thing about it. Do you know what I mean? If the belly makes you more confident, makes you feel like, I can say what I actually feel, the way I want to portray this this sort of mind, the way I want to portray myself, then yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah. I don't have like any like with me, there's nothing like specific that I say that's controversial. You know what I mean? Like, but
oh yeah.
It's just about sort of, I mean, like giving me a crutch sort of to get it out. You know, get the music out, and you know, it's interesting, man. It's not something I've really thought about, to be fair.
Was it not? It's not a game plan. Is it something that you'll stick with? Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like your character, your own identity, I guess.
As you can see, it's been through the wars.
Yeah, what is it? Is it old? Is it the fact that you've drawn on it recently? Is it what is it that's what is on it? Is it just lines? What is it?
Fucking writing, man.
What does it say?
It says Big Suthy. It's got 3 X's there.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, see it.
Some shit there, like a little beard.
Yeah,
man. I've got like, you can see as well, it's like sort of like a bit of a fade to it, and that's where I put a load of fake blood on it for a music video. And it's just sort of like dried out.
Is that where it started with a music video idea or anything, or was it purely for this, or was it before this you had it? Yeah, because you've been putting out music longer than you've been putting out the.
Yeah, that's an interesting question, that, because I didn't have a mask to begin with.
Okay.
But I did have a balaclava.
Right.
From when I used to do armed robberies. Yeah. So I had that tucked away in my sock drawer. And then like I was just going through. I was looking online for ballies.
Right.
There were a cheeky little deal, 2 for 10. I think it was. So I just got a yellow one and the green one, and I was sort of like, which colour do I like? And I thought the yellow one's all right, actually.
Yeah.
It's like sort of like a bit of a sick look about it, you know.
Yeah, especially the writing and the drawings and the shit on it. Fucking because obviously most people watch this shit on the fucking phone. You can't specifically see what it is until it's a zoom in or until it's close up. Like now I can see it clearly, like, sort of thing. But yeah, I've always wondered what was there. Now I know.
Yeah, man. Anglesey.
Hey.
Anglesey.
Oh fucking hell! Yeah. I moved there 12 years ago. I was originally from Manchester.
Oh really? Yeah, I can sort of tell.
Yeah. I was from Stockport, like, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
City. But I was originally in Stockport, so I'll be in 15. I've been here 12 years this year. Yeah.
Sound.
So it was the last year of school. That's where I met Paul Boy Drowsy. So we've known each other for 12 years.
Take a flight.
But yeah, we didn't really speak, didn't really know each other. Then we end up, like, through lockdown, you'd make, like, you know, we live in Anglesey, mate. There's no hip hop fucking producers. We've got one mate, which is a loose cannon. Shout out loose cannon. She does loads of bits with us and shit. Got tunes with her on our artwork and stuff. She lives not too far, sort of thing, a bus journey away. But that's legit, mate. There's nothing, no one else around Anglesey. So yeah, well, there is. You know what I mean? There's a few people, and there's people who come from here. There's quite a big rapper and a beatboxer, producer. But yeah, there's a few people, but it's not a big clique. There's no way you're getting gigs and stuff like that down here for hip hop. Like, no, we live in farmland. Like, but yeah, no, it's a sick place. Like, you know, I'd love to open up a studio here and accommodation so people could come down, stay here for a week or so, and really just have a different vibe to the music because they're in a different environment and that. We did it with a band I was in a couple of years ago. Went up to the hills in Scotland. Just it was good. Like, just get away, have our own space, and have a studio like where we're staying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool. That. Yeah, I'd definitely like to come down and experience the island lifestyle.
There's a weird vibe here. It's
druid magic.
It is. Honestly, no, there is something about it. You go, you know, there's 5 minutes from us. I don't know if you're aware of any of the music videos that were shot or anything, but there's a video called Rain. Actually, the picture of the pink sky with me and I'm with Hollowboy Drivers and one of our mates. So yeah, that's a picture that's taken out of that video, but it's basically it's right next to the sea. It's a big open creek, if you will. It's called the creek, and yeah, it's like that's 5 minutes down the road. Like, do you know what I mean? We just live in a different place where you just soak in different types of energy rather than being in a city or a big town or anything like that. It's different, proper different.
Yeah, and I think that's important to me as well because I'm not a city person. You know, I'm from Keighley, and I think, you know, it's a place where there's not a lot of.
I'm not aware of Keighley too much. What's the vibe there? Like, what's it like there?
Small town, industrial, working class.
Right, okay.
Yeah, industrial, working class. Yeah, sort of the vibe, really. You know, not a lot going on.
Or is it mostly just
surrounding? Yeah, the surrounding areas are quite lush. You know, a lot of lush farmland and stuff. Yeah, man, it's quite cool. A lot of UFOs up there as well.
Yeah. Right there. Yeah, man, fucking. Yeah, I'm big into it. I love all that conversation. Like, me and Craig from Killer Tapes, Grammy Quick, like made a tune that was just purely about aliens. It was great.
Killer Tapes.
Yeah, Killer Tapes is the one. But yeah, bro, it's called Blue Pesto. If you ever want to look it up,
we'll do. Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a random little. It happened in a couple of days. Like, you know what I mean, it was just a
wicked.
It was like, I've got a story about UFOs, make me a UFO type beat. I was like, right, I got you. And ended up featuring on it, and we did a little, it was brilliant, like little back, yeah. But yeah, it's
seen UFOs?
I can't say I have. I can say I want to. Do you know what I mean? It's if I could say, like, I don't think with the only things here, I think it's stupid to even think it. I don't just believe, you know, it's not just that, you know, the infinity of universes it could be and all the rest of it, how deep it goes into it, the fact we could be in a simulation, but we haven't got a real simulation in our world that could recreate what we know in this world. So are we at the end of the simulation? Are we at the beginning? We haven't even started. You know, there's so much to it. Aliens, mate.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez. But yeah, no, I love all that. Big, you know, fucking Joe Rogan podcast fan, and all that sort of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's interesting. Do you believe in time travel?
I don't believe we can currently do it. I don't think it's something that is. I mean, time travel beyond, like, as in, you know, can we jump through time through going so fast? Maybe, but not in the way of teleportation, right? I'm in 1953 or whatever, you know what I mean? However, there has been some convincing, compelling shit online where it's like you see a person that is clearly from one age and a different age and they're the same. You know, I mean, it's a bit of a weird thing, yeah. But we have doppelgangers, don't we? So how close could it be? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some weird shit online. Is it real? Is it fake? You never fucking know nowadays.
I saw a video the other day. It was on, I think it was on Facebook or Instagram, and it was a guy filming outside his window. in some sort of like South. I think it was South America or somewhere down there anyway. And the streets were completely empty. There was like no birds or anything. And he was basically saying he was from like the year 2027. And he'd and he was like the last man on Earth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Imagine that soon. I mean, we're talking millions of years in the eyes of what we know already, but imagine it. Imagine the apocalypse, the nothing left.
What would you do? Yeah, what would you do?
There we go. Latency, I don't know ask first, but no, I would I'd be pretty fucking happy, I think. It depends. It's survival of the fittest, isn't it? And we all like to think of ourselves as some sort of egotistical person that would come up with the right plan that would survive, but I don't know. It depends what happens in it. What is the apocalypse? What's happened? You know what I mean? There's so many variations, but I think if we just go down the typical zombie apocalypse or what we call it, it's just I think you just get loaded up, though. You go everywhere you can to get loaded up and get yourself ready for it. But
true.
The only reason I say I'd love it is because we all dream. I don't know. We all dream of it. I think some people are shit scared, but most men are like, you know what? One day we're gonna be in it. Conversations. That's the pub conversation or something. You know what I mean? What would you do? Like, I'm going Porsche. I'm getting a Porsche. I'm just gonna drive as fast as I can everywhere. But yeah, no. It's what would you do? Would you have a specific plan? Bunker?
Yeah, I'd have like
drive around and kill him.
Yeah. Well, if it's like if the scenario was, let's say, like humanity completely dissolved overnight and there was nothing left, it would just be
so no other humans, no other animals, just yourself.
Well, there's animals, yeah.
Right, there's animals. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So you can basically, first thing I'd do is I'd have, the plan I'd have is I'd write down a full list of like places that I'd want to have an exotic shit at. So I'd go to like New York and shit off the Empire State Building.
Brilliant. Blackpool Tower for me then.
Yeah.
I don't like to go the scummy way, like.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, yeah, that's top. I mean, yeah, would you do that? Go and try and get on all your music rides by yourself and shit all on towers, fucking. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Imagine a malfunction there. You're like, oh shit.
Oh,
you know
fuck.
This is the end. Like, get whiplash on fucking Rita or something in Alton Towers, and that's you done. Like, you can't walk around anymore. You can't fight shit. I don't know. Yeah. Would you? Are you stealing? Are you just completely looting constantly? Are you actually having fun because you're just like, what can I get next? Or is it? Do you know what I mean? Or are you taking your time because you've got time?
There's no there's no shopkeepers, there's no business owners because they're all gone. Mm-hmm. So would it still be looting?
When we say gone, are they literally dead on the floor of the place? You just walking around dead bodies all day?
No, everyone's gone.
Just aliens gone, taking them. They left you because you whatever particularly good.
Yeah. Screw up in the
barrel. I mean that's it, isn't it? It's fucking. I don't know. You can't put a date on shit like that. COVID could have done it. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what's gonna happen to the world. It's fucking. It's mad. That's what I love. I love all that shit.
Yeah, man.
Live on the edge.
Live on the edge. Take a flight. I think realistically, I probably last about 20 minutes.
This is the ego thing, isn't it? If you strip the ego away, what really can you do? What really can you do? I mean, you're stuck with yourself, right? So you haven't got any sort of fucking. You haven't got anything, have you? Really? You got tin food and fucking some animals to try and get if you really want to go that deep. Fucking I don't know.
Crazy.
Really got to do.
I think
you find yourself and lonely.
You jump in a Ferrari, won't you? And you'd be going out.
Do all that shit, but by day 26, you're gonna go. Right, if I make some music, it's just for myself. I can't do that. That's something I love. You know what I mean? I don't want to listen to myself all the time. I can't listen to new music, which is something I fucking want to do. And then the other side of it as well is if there's no one on the planet, nothing's running. You ain't got the internet. You ain't got new fucking petrol. Eventually, it's just gonna all disappear. You just be like, it's just me and the tin food. And then maybe you go as deep as having the the balls on the like with the little eyes on, and you speak to the balls, and you got.
Bloody hell, man. I think, you jump in a Ferrari, literally straight out the forecourt. You just drive,
Well,
drive,
to a wall, like.
just drive straight out down the road.
That's it as well. Would you try and get yourself to a different country to see what's going on there?
I'd probably try and establish radio communications first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than that, you make the travelling.
Yeah.
See, see what I mean? I would have been on a boat to fucking France. Oh, fucking hell.
I'm going straight to Anglesey.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Blow the bridges up, no one's getting over.
So, like, with Anglesey, this is something I wanted to ask Hollowboy. Like, in terms of the accent, is it quite varied, or
when we're saying action, what you mean?
Accent, sorry. So the accent.
Oh, sorry, accent.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. So it's a weird place, man. A lot of people retire here, so you've got a lot of retired people. The problem is retired people come and then the fucking families follow. So then you've got, like, 2 or 3 generations moving in that are all Liverpudlian or Mancunian, whatever it is, like, sort of thing, But mainly, I want to say that it is, like, if we're saying people who've moved here with they've got strong accents, I'd say Mancunian people in Liverpool. Seems the top places that have seemed to, for me anyway, that I know of. Yeah.
Because it's like deep. It's deep in the Welsh heartland, isn't it? Well, it's like Welsh is there. It's like it's there, isn't it? Like.
It's weird, you feel like you're in a pocket. If you live on Anglesey, you don't really leave Anglesey. It's weird. Do you know what I mean? You feel like if you did that in Manchester, you wouldn't feel that weird because you've got such a community covering you as well. Such a vast population. Whereas here, I walk down the street and we know everyone. We go to the shop, we know everyone. We go to work. Everyone who comes in is a regular because you haven't got many people to come in. It's a weird vibe on that. Everyone knows your shit. Like, I don't know if you're aware of this, but me and Hollowboy released a diss track last year, and it was against a non-rapper. I'm not going to go too deep into it. If anyone wants to look into it, be able to find it all over the line. All online, but so everyone was, we were like mini celebrities for a couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because everyone knows us. So once it gets posted online, everyone's aware of the spat we've got with someone round here. It's a weird thing because people weren't on his side, let me tell you that. So they were on our side, so it all went down great for us. But it was my fastest growing song at the time. It was ridiculous. You know what I mean? It was only because everyone around there got behind it to a certain degree. It was weird. People playing at house parties and shit. It was fucking mental.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, but
take a flight.
Take a flight. But yeah, it's a weird community. It's a weird place to live. You go to some places and people don't have a fucking. I went back to Stockport about 5-6 years after I left. Sat in the town centre, looked around on the bit, like sat there for hours, mate. Didn't know anyone. Didn't see anyone I knew. I'd lived there 15 years. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was just a little stint in my life. But you around here, every 2 minutes, it's like, oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? It's
Yo, mate.
Yeah, but yeah, it's I'd say the accent thing though. I'd say if we're not like, if you listen to South Wales, listen to North Wales, it's very different. South Wales is very deep into so they sound more, if not anything, more Welsh, if you will. But Northern Welsh people, they sort of have this this very distinct farmer sort of sound to it. So that's the way I can sort of say it. But it's you get, I don't know, you move there and you get used to it. I don't know Welsh. I don't know how to speak Welsh. I get by every day. It's not like it's so deep into it that you're stuck and you can't get on. But what's nice about it is like you pick up stuff quite easily. So it's easy to sort of like hear into conversations and stuff. It's not. They say Welsh is one of the hardest things to learn. I think it's one of our hardest languages apart from
mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but you pick it up quite easy. I can't speak it, like I say, but my brother's 2 years younger and he's fluent in Welsh.
Oh, really? Wow.
I'm a lazy bastard, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I speak it as well. But yeah, they it's all right. You get used to it. Do you know what I mean? But people do say, "Oh, you're not from around here." Do you know what I mean when they speak to me?
You're not from around here, are you?
Yeah, but
that was a really bad Welsh accent, wasn't it?
all our roads and that, most of our roads around here are all 60 miles an hour. Like, you know, they're all pretty decent straights and things like that. And you can tell when it's summer because even us, like, you know, we're not Welsh, but we'll be sitting behind them going, fucking tourists, because they're going too slow, they don't know the roads and that. And but you know, we were once that. But yeah, we used to holiday here and shit, and then yeah, we ended up moving there. It was a
Sweet, man.
I was in a bad place and I would have been in prison or some shit and Stockport, but moving around there got me out of all the stuff I was in at the time, which was decent. So
that's good.
I think it is a good place for not for kids to grow up because it's fuck all there, but they keep out of trouble a bit. We haven't got too much the shit going on like moped thieves and shit like that in fucking London and Manchester and places like. I mean, so yeah, it's not too bad.
Decent, yeah. So it's a good place to go, sort of like, I guess, reinvent yourself, start fresh.
You could say that, yeah. Although everyone in Stockport knew me as Ziggy, I got rid of that name when I came here because I didn't tell anyone about it, and then I fucking shoved it back on myself when I came out with a hip hop. Like, so sometimes it comes down in circles, but yeah, no, it's good. Like, I think it's a nice place to fucking, especially if you're more of a chill person and don't want to go out every weekend and shit like that, then it's a nice place to live.
Nice, man. How long have you been recording for?
Hip hop.
Yeah.
3 years. Yeah, 2019. Is that 3 years? Yeah, 3 years.
What did you do before?
Music wise, fucking everything, mate.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of shit. Metal bands, fucking indie bands, acoustic stuff by myself. Yeah, just singing stuff. I've done loads of stuff, but hip hop was always the call. You know, even when I was like 9, 10, 11, I still listened to hip hop then. Started writing about 6 years ago. And I just thought I'm too old at 21 to put music out as a, actually you've got to start when you're 15. But so, you know what I mean? But yeah, decided that wasn't the case and it's paid off, it's worked out. It's sick.
Nice, man. I think you guys are sort of, you know, it's you guys are, you know, you've been, especially like recently, man, I've seen you guys so much like on Instagram. Mate, this mask is so hot, man.
It's going good.
Oh, mate.
Fucking hell. Take it off.
Not take it off, man.
What you need to do is you need to green screen the mask on.
For what has seemed like a millennia, my loins have lusted for a sense of adventure. The allure of male fantasy brought me a sense of satisfaction. The romance, the swords, sorcery, and goblins. I lived a sheltered life, untouched by thou sweet maiden, a virgin of mine heart and crotch, forever doomed to an existence festering in the dank sweat of my mother's bosom. Touched by the perpetual light of vision, majesty, and testosterone, I awoke with newfound purpose. I had created the world of the court of the Blue Wizard. My name is Michael James Spadgley, the creator of the masterpiece that has dominated the flaps of many a door. In my new play-by-mail role-playing game experience, you are but a sow in the fields of the peasant kingdom, dreaming of adventure, nights swaying to the beat of a humming skin flute, clashing with the gobbling hordes of Haranymphia, and even taking on the seamen of the White Waters, the illustrious foe. With over 700 presets to choose from, you can be a monk, a washer, loinsman, garden, buccaneer, swine hustler, man of sweat, black knight, skin flutist, maiden, dandy, fancier, jester, hunchback, virgin, and gladiator. A real good time, lad. Paul Oxley, Todd Morden. Fabulous, Mark Adams, Keighley. Love it, love it, love it. James, Preston. A kingdom at war.
I sense mischief in the air. Pass me the skin flute.
Do you have the gall to heed the call of thy kingdom?
There's goblin round these parts. Keep your steel close.
Back to us and receive all needed to pursue the court of the Blue Wizard.
Weirdest thing I've ever seen. Oh, that's a difficult one. Oh man, that's annoying because I feel like it should just be. I've seen some weird shit as well. Just the other day, actually, I saw some random from Liverpool in a city near us called Bangor, just rapping, right?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere to about 12-year-old kids. He must have been 25, 30. Anyway, just like absolute shit bars. Anyway, there's this guy asleep, him like pissed up. He's rapping about him and that, like being pissed up. This guy on the floor, like just trying to rhyme some shit, and it's not really working out for him. Anyway, these kids just fuck off the board, so they go. And the shopping centre is about to close the shutters, and this guy is sleeping right in between them. So then the guy's like, you know, this guy's been rapping. He's like, "Come on, mate, you have to move." And he's like, "Oh, leave me alone. Who I am." Do you know who I think I am? But yeah, do you know who I am? And he's like, I don't fucking care who you are. And then like this thing, like he realized the shot was going down. He just started shuffling on his ass out, like sort of thing, piss wet through everywhere because it's raining. Like, and it was just this tragic moment where I was like, this is the place we live in. Like, this is such a weird place. I think in a city, like people just fuck off. Like they just leave the people that are in them sort of situations. But this guy was just like, I am the man. You know what I mean? He just like, I am. Like, I'll get this guy out of the way. I've just been rapping to these kids. Like, I don't know. There's just weird people around there, but I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it.
Like real, sort of like real people as they once were, like before.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like people ain't. People are very different around there. Like, but not in a way like, you know, if you go to a city, see very different cultural people, or you see like people that are dressed different and things like that. It's just personalities around there. They all dress the same. They're all the same people, but they're just such a weird personalities. They don't have the mentality. Like I first came around there, like in my old school I went to in Stockport, you say something, you get banged out. Like, do you know what I mean? You say something stupid, you know, you're in for it. But mate, around here, no, it's not the case. Say what you want to whoever, nothing happens. It's weird. Like, well, not to anyone, but like, you know what I mean? It's just, it takes a lot more. You'd have to come at them with a bat for them to actually do anything. It's a lot. Everyone just talks shit, and they just let people get away with it. So the talking shit just gets worse because people don't get consequences, and it's just a weird place where people just do it. Do you know what I mean? Like I have like some Welsh people I've had in the past where they're like, English bastard, like, you know, like, like
Okay, now.
Yeah, like you can't get away with, like, that's technically racism to a certain degree. Like, you know,
yeah. Like, it is.
It's allowed. They don't give a fuck. Like, do you know what I mean? I was working in a pub. I used to be a chef.
Take a flight.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't recommend it to anyone, but yeah, I did it for a long time. I did it for like 9 years, and it was good, but it lasted. But at the same time, I burnt myself out to fuck. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Other than that, like I was in this fucking pub working, and the English Welsh rugby game is on. I don't know if you know how patriotic Welsh people are towards the rugby team, but
oh yeah,
they fucking love it, mate. Anyway, yeah, we're beating them at half time, and just walk past, and like all I'm doing is cooking for people, bringing in some food out, like sort of thing, you know, to all these Welsh people. It was a Welsh farmers pub, by the way. I should point that out. All rowdy and they're fuming. Anyway, I'm the only English person in the pub, so anyway, I'm walking past, and this big fella just fucking jabs me in the arm, sort of big as well, like right in my chest here. I'm like, fucking English cunt. And I was like, whoa. Like, yeah, man, is this like, this is what we live in? Like, you know what I mean? This is the type of place we live in. But you don't normally get shit like that, but it is fucking, when it's bad, it's bad. Fuck. Like some people just don't give a fuck. Like, but yeah, it's a nice place to live.
Like him, man. You'd have to come down and, you know, call someone a cunt. You cunt.
Yeah, cunt. But yeah, I don't know, it's just a weird place. You know what I mean? Because everyone knows each other as well. It's like, I don't know, you say something bad, or you're just known for it around town. Everyone's like, oh, you should really fucking sure that happened. Like, it's like everyone just, oh, you know, someone's sister's brother. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Just don't. Oh, it's weird. It's fucking like, yeah, it's fucking mad.
Mad.
It has its perks. Like, you know what I mean, yeah, everyone knows someone who can do something. You know what I mean? It's that old saying of like, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And like, it's true. There's so much more community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what's lacking, I guess, in, you know, a lot of cities and a lot of towns. You know, you know, there's a lot of places are sort of like, what's the word, man? Like, it's gentrification, like small towns and stuff, and like sort of losing that community, which is so, yeah, it's so important, isn't it? Like, to people, like a sense of community.
I will say, I don't, compared to maybe previous years, or, you know, like, I'm not talking about like recently, I'm talking about maybe the 80s, 70s. I wasn't around then, but fucking, I think there was a lot more of it everywhere, but even in a place like this. But, you know, even now there's a lot that goes on here that is there's a lot more based on the community. And if, you know, there's this. We live obviously on an island. There's a what's called the Menai Straits that runs in between us and the mainland, and there's a raft race there this year, and it's on nearly every year sort of thing. And people aren't into the rafts, you know what I mean? They don't get, but it's just a community thing. Like everyone goes down. It's a massive event. Like, and it's always that's the case because it's not. And I mean, it would be in a city to a certain degree if it was done there, but you got to remember that it's so much population. Like, I can guarantee there won't be as big as a percentage as a population as that goes here, sort of thing. Or same with everything. You know, if there's a food festival on or whatever, everyone's there. You see everyone. You walk down. You're like, I know half the people here. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's nice to see though. You know, everyone gets along to a certain degree because they all know each other and they don't want to step on too many toes of people. And you know what I mean, it's that sort of circle thing. I don't know what the ratio of like, you know, sort of what the closest mutual friend or whatever is. I don't, because you can do that in certain cities. I don't know what it is, honestly, but I know it's a lot higher.
Could imagine, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of inbred and stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, honest, well, you know, there's certain places around it, and but yeah, it's mad.
Pardon me.
Ooh.
Pardon me.
Oh, you can't be this episode. You die. You do it. You're on a roll.
I'm gonna die by dehydration or something, man. Jesus Christ!
I'll drink. Drink.
Yeah, I've got a drink here, man.
Oh, right. That's a bit melodramatic.
Oh.
What are those? So those are real bottles. What are you drinking? I saw you mention it with Hollowboy. What were you on there? What are the bottles?
Timmy Taylor's.
So is this is a big brand or what? Because I heard you talk about it and I have not heard of it even.
Timothy Taylor's, man. It's Madonna's favourite beer.
Is that actually?
Yeah. You can look it up online, yeah. Because she lived over here, didn't she, for a bit with Guy Ritchie? Back in 2000s. And so, they once asked her what her favourite drink was. She said Timothy Taylor's Landlord. It's brewed in Keighley.
This is obviously a fact that you know, but
yeah.
Is it the popular drink around your end then?
100%, man.
Yeah. Right. Is it on tap and that? Or just
yeah. It's everywhere, mate. Yeah, you got Keighley, there's Timothy Taylor's pubs. Like they'll have like all like pubs named after drinks and stuff. You got like the Boltmakers Arms, Timothy Taylor's Brown Cow.
Is that because they were all brewed there originally or something?
Yeah. It's in Keighley, man.
And it's still brewed there, or have they got their own plants now? And
oh no, it's still a local drink. You can smell it when you're going up.
You can smell it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in people's blood then the minute they're born.
But you know what? I've never seen anyone drinking Timmy Taylor's.
What?
No.
What the fuck? What'd you drink then? If you go to a pub now, what you having?
Well, you go to a pub and they're all drinking like carving and stuff.
The standard lager, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it a lager? Is it?
I would classify it as an ale. It's along the same lines as
dark or pale or light or what is it like? Is it?
It's sort of like middle of the road, I'd say. It's right. So it's not your dark. It's not like your dark ale. It's not your IPA. It's it's very much in the middle. It's drinkable. You know what I mean? It's very, very easy to drink.
What's the percentage on one of those? How many can you have before you?
Probably say about 5.
Oh, okay. Are you a big drinker? You like drink?
Not really, man.
No, just for sure. Like, oh man, yeah. Did you smoke? Take drugs?
We can't talk about that on the podcast, but yeah.
No, well, all right. Let's not talk about. Do you got any experiences of mad shit? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, man.
Maybe you've seen some aliens during
mate, have you ever done shrooms?
Yeah, the past couple of years, Hollowboy's been getting the supply in, and we've been dabbling in those. But prior to about 2 or 3 years ago, and no, I've not done it before. But yeah, I've had some cool days. We've got a tune on my YouTube called Fun Guys that was written and recorded on shrooms. Like,
and how was the recording process? Like, how did you find it? Sort of.
So we
amplified.
Decided we had a full day. Going to drop them early in the morning. So did that. We had a 45 minutes, an hour of session of just purely listening to people's tracks. like Lee Scott and people like that, and that was fucking. So I got us in a bit of in the mood sort of thing, and then went from that to as both just making our own music. Yeah, I think I was recording a track, and he was making some beats, and I heard the beat, and I was that is on. It's like, all right, we need to record something to that. So yeah, whipped out some bars and went with it sort of thing, and then recorded a video on the same day and put it out the night. Like, so
nice.
Yeah, it's really a short tune, like 2 minutes long, something like that, but it's done its rounds. It's done a few bits, and yeah,
Nice, man.
it's pretty different tune. I wrote a bit different on that than I normally would, so that's the right. You know what I mean? The process was proper different. It wasn't the same type of stuff I'd normally come with.
Yeah, man. Like, it's something that I'd really want to do. Like, again, because I did it back in 2010. I had quite a lot. I think I had first time I had about 50 shrooms, which I don't know. Is that good? Is that a lot, or
is that dried or wet?
That's dried, yeah. Fresh ones. There were fresh ones as well. We picked them.
So you've picked them and dried them out, like, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 50's quite a bit. I mean, I'm trying to imagine now, because what would you say it was in the palm of your hand? Could you hold that in your hand?
I've no idea, man. It was 2010.
2010.
Can't remember what I did about 2 hours ago.
Well, normally me and Hollowboy just grab a handful. That's what we do. Like, and that's what I don't know. I mean, that in our head, that's the norm. We don't just fucking neck them all. We'll sit there and wean ourselves. The first couple, I don't know if you felt it's just the shit that happens in your stomach is different.
Oh man, I remember going to the bathroom and I was just stood there. I was ready to be sick, and it just never came, and then it just sort of hit me.
My first experience was the worst one with that, but it wasn't that. I didn't have any of that. I just felt like really different. Like my stomach was doing backflips on myself and fucking, oh mate, yeah, I was just in a different realm at that point. And then literally, like you say, 40 minutes in, 45 minutes in, it was just like, oh, yeah. What did we do? I think we don't know if we had a changing light bulb on or something. Do you know what I mean? Something mad. It was just like, because we knew everyone kept saying, yeah, make sure you got lights somewhere, like some sort of lights going. Just soak you in. We listened to tunes just to admire and shit. Like, I think we had like remember on like the old fucking Microsoft players and that used to have like, the virtualization of the beats and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
shit like that. Do you know what I mean? All that sort of stuff. Yeah. Or illusions where it's like just going through into the next picture through each other and shit, like zooms in or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Shit like that is mental when you're in shrooms. You just get capsulated during. But yeah, that's what we do normally. So we just sit there and chill and listen to music. But that day we decided to make music and it came out well.
Take a flight.
Take a flight.
Take a flight. Yeah, man. I mentioned you on a track.
Which one?
I name dropped. It's not out yet, but
oh right.
I name dropped.
I
name dropped
like this. Like I don't remember.
No, it's not out yet, man. Will be very soon. But yeah, man.
Can you tell me, Basil? You want me to wait to just hear it?
Oh, I just said your name, man. I just said Ziggy.
Ah, nice. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Have you had much, like, I don't know, not fan interaction, but have you had any like weird things off people that you're like, oh, that's a bit different?
Like ball sacks and stuff.
No, well, it could be.
Shafts.
I don't know.
I'm not into it, man, but I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's thought that counts as all that sort of
of course, man.
No, but we are Hidden Walker. This she's on Instagram and that. A graph artist, like, and I'd like to call her a doodle artist. I think she sort of calls herself that as well. Very rough drawing, some of them, but she puts a lot of work into. You know what I mean? It's a rough drawing, but she's put a lot of work into the rough drawing. It's weird. And I really appreciate her art. But yeah, she started sending stuff where it's just like me, man, Hollowboy's name on graffiti, and then it went from that to some lyrics and like little animation cartoons, not animations, but cartoons of us. And yeah, it was pretty sick. And like, yeah, I remember.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's not so you expect it at this sort of level, but like when you like, doing a little name dropping shit like that, I'm just like, mate, this is why I love this shit. People just like, it's just everyone's connected in some sort of way. Everyone's got a name somewhere. Like, It's nice, like back in the day, I never used to see producers' names mentioned on tracks on like, what I mean, prod by or produced by or whatever. Like nowadays, everyone's giving everyone appreciation. Everyone's looking after each other in that sort of aspect. And it's
I think now he's got so many like super producers. You know what I mean? You've got like Hollow Boy Drowser, Matty Miner's cartoons.
Yeah.
Ron Johnson.
Yeah, Ron Johnson. I'd put Thingy up there. I'd put Bricktop up there. He's in that sort of realm as well. He's just this mysterious guy that comes and goes, and some people get tracks with him and some people don't. And it's just this weird thing where you're like, how do we contact him? Like, what do we do here? Like, and I speak to him regular on Instagram, but sometimes I'm like, it's weird just to start a conversation or something.
Yeah.
It's not through someone liking something, or just send me a track and we'll start it from that or whatever. But yeah, he doubts himself a lot, and it's fucking.
It's a sick beat, this Bricktop, and they'd be like, oh no, it's shit. This beat, it's awful, mate. Shit. I'm going to quit, lad. my laptop's blown up.
But yeah, he's still sick. Like, yeah, definitely. Like, have you got anyone in the not mainstream, but more sort of do you listen to high focus blah or anything like that?
No, it's interesting because I was talking to someone yesterday about this. I don't listen to a lot of UK hip hop.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it American or you don't listen to
American? Yeah. I listen to. Well, I've been listening to like American hip hop for years. There has been stages though where I've listened to like high focus and stuff, and I think recently I've got more into Blah Records. I was sort of into Cult of the Damned a few years ago, like a couple of tracks, but it never really went past that. Just a couple of just going on YouTube. Sorry, have
you heard their newer stuff?
Bits and bobs. Yeah.
I'm into a lot of them. I mean, similar thing. I always listen to American hip hop. I did go for a grime phase when I was about 14, but that was all like sort of thing. But other than that, it's always been American hip hop. And then I literally met Hollowboy, and like it's weird. He's into his old classic, Big PK, people like that, and the classic heads. But he's like. He sits on the border of mostly just listening to UK rap, and it just changed me when I started hanging around with him. Like that's what I started doing. But grateful for it because for me it helps me draw more inspiration. I think don't try and really tell a story on a song. I don't really try and go too deep with shit. I just sort of try and make people rewind it and go, "What the fuck did he just say?" Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so I love that. Me, like, fucking when someone was just like, "What? Nah, did he?" Yeah, I've got a few questionable lyrics to my shit.
Google eyes on the cock. What's the craziest bar you've ever spat?
The one that made my mum cringe, the one that made her go, was I've got a tune with a guy called Foresight, which was the second EP I dropped. And that song, the opening bar is, I see you sagging like your sister's tits. A to-do list is big, it's a list of dicks. I'll do anything for a bit of, she'll do anything for a bit of tips, but since she's a bit of bitch, just as a kicker in a blistered clit. And, yeah, it was a bit out there sort of thing. Sorry, I fucked up there. I haven't spat that for fucking a year and a half, but yeah, it's fucking, I do it every now and again, just if someone says to me, what's your fucking wildest bar or whatever, I say it's normally quite out there shit. I normally use that, but it's sort of, I don't know, yeah. That's what I'm into. I'm into people going fucking, oh god. You know what I mean? Needless to say, going from doing indie bands and shit that my family could listen to, and maybe they've sort of gone, oh, my dad's all my family are musicians, but my granddad, he's like 84, he's in a jazz band. He's a drummer in a jazz band. My dad's a guitarist. He does his own stuff and he's in bands sometimes and stuff like that. I mean, all my uncles and my cousins, they're all musicians. No one's doing the hip hop though. Do you know what I mean? So, I think
what's this hip hop you're on about? What's this hip hop?
I'll have to say it's literally that. It's literally that, but they used to ask about the music. Now they don't put it that way. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them.
oh yeah, hip hop, but yeah, rap. Oh yeah, like Blondie. Like, what?
Oh my, honestly.
Did that song?
And they're all my views. But yeah, they like I've got a lot of, I don't know, friends that were into it anyway. So it's just one of the things, right? It's not too much of a big hit to me, and I don't really make it for anyone else. I mean, I just make it to make it. So it doesn't matter if anyone fucking listens to my in my eyes, like sort of thing.
Said this a few times. I've said this a few times on a few episodes, but I think making it's the main point. Anything else is an extra. Is a bonus.
Sometimes I'm promoting shit, right, and I'm before and even after a release, and I'm sat there thinking, I shouldn't really have to do this. At the same time, then I also think I shouldn't be doing it. If people want to listen to it, they'll know where to find it. But then at the same time, you're sort of in this balance where you're like, what do I do? Do I not share my shit? Do I not share my mate's shit? What do I do? Like, is it meant to be a natural thing? Well, this is natural. Promoters, that's the reason they're there. Do you know what I mean? And everything. So it's an up and down balance. I think you sort of have to do it for yourself. But if you want to be somewhere to a certain degree, you've got to let people know what's what. But yeah, it's fucking. I think it's a good mentality. It's either if you do it just for the fact of making it, just for the fact of having something that you're into. Anything else is a bonus. Anything else.
100%.
I like that thought. I've never thought of anything else as a bonus. I've always thought like, if something happens, it happens.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I said in one of my tunes as well, like I don't want to be a top 10 fucking artist and things like that. It's not. I would not suit that shit well. My mentality, my personality. I won't be fucking signing shit for people. Not. You know what I mean?
Stress, mate.
My life is a 9-to-5 job, and that's stressful enough. That does me. I'm doing a degree soon. That's going to fuck me.
Well, not easy, is it?
No, it's not. What do you do for work? Do you disclose that, or is that secret?
I'm a gigolo.
You're a gigolo. All right, nice. I'm not got any experience with that. I'm afraid I can't go too deep into that.
No, I'm not. No. I'm not. Yeah. I can't think of anything witty to say, to be fair, man. So,
like, say you work at the brewery where they make that fucking shit beer that no one drinks.
That shit beer that no one drinks, man. Yeah, it's fucking conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy, mate. Oh yeah.
That fucking guy that's like part of Illuminati, innit? He's got like a fucking landlord.
Do you think that's what they're drinking in Illuminati when they have the meetings and shit?
Yeah, like Timothy Taylor's landlord.
Yeah.
It's actually 4.5, I think, not 5%.
Not a bad one. It's not a bad one. You have Henry Weston's.
Who?
Henry Weston's.
Who's that?
Beer.
No, mate.
That's quite a heavy percentage, I think. That's like a 6 or 7% beer.
Nice.
Fucks you up.
Are you an ale head?
Yeah. Yeah, not into my lagers too much. I'll drink it if I have to. Not really a drinker, obviously I smoke. But yeah, so I think if I'm gonna have a beer or if I'm gonna have something to drink, it's gonna be even an ale, like preferably like a dark ale, really. And then I normally move on to just straight Disaronno, That's what because I get back. I fucking can't drink too many beers. I get gassy, and then you're fucking pissing all night. So yeah. Yeah, so straight Disaronno out.
Nice, man. Nice. It's crazy, isn't it? Alcohol, like the lower, I think the higher the percentage. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the higher the percentage of alcohol, it's slower to react.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, I think it's because of the shock. I think it sends your body into some sort of shock where it can't figure out what's going on. Maybe I don't know what the actual real science behind it is, but I think that's right. But yeah, I don't know. This Disaronno for me is one of them ones where you can just fucking neck them sort of thing, and it does the job. Like, do you know what I mean? You do end up getting there at the end of it. You sort of like fuck off of them. But yeah, it's nice. I just said because the thing is with ales or lagers or flat 2-3 pints in, I don't think it's tasting that good. I know what you mean. Summer day, like fucking, you have that first couple of sips is absolute heaven, but. Yeah, a couple in, you start going shit. This is getting a bit shit now. You don't drink any drink like that. You don't sit there constantly drinking a fucking. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing to do just to go out drinking. You know what I mean?
It's fucking weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's really weird, isn't it? Like it's weird. Who created drink? Like the idea of going out drinking, like
Someone's got to have got someone, you know, I don't know when alcohol came around, I don't know what the year was, but someone it happened. Like someone's had this beer and gone, that's good. Then got an absolute fucking bender and it's just stuck. People's all since Simon has gone, do you know what, if I have a beer, I'm probably gonna have 10. That's the way. That's the way. But yeah, I don't know. I'm one of them though. Once the one's hit, then it's, you know what I mean, I'm like, oh, I'm scared of missing something then. I don't want to leave wherever I am. Don't sit here and just drink a can like, oh, we finished. That's not me.
Oh man. Woo. Oh mate. Man, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Ziggy T. We've had some technical issues, but we've certainly rectified them with this one. Absolutely fantastic. Where can I find you?
Ziggy T everywhere, man. Spotify, Apple
Bebo.
Music, all the Instagram. Bebo, yeah.
MySpace.
MSN, whatever you want to search me on. If you can find the platform on there.
Yahoo.
That's the moral of the story. They said they're going to bring Bebo back, man. That never happened. Fucking
Seriously?
yeah, man. There was a big campaign thing online. It was fucking. They were saying, "Do you want it back?" And then it got passed, and they said, "Oh, it's coming in 2022, early 2022."
Bebo.
Yeah, man. Imagine that. Imagine that. I don't know who's bought it. I don't know what's going on with it. Who even owns that now? I want to know when we get our shit back. That's all I want to know. I'll fucking. Oof. Sick, man.
Yeah, man. Cool. Yes, nice to meet you. Thank you very much for watching this one. Like, share, and subscribe. Episode 17. Hit the notification bell for alerts. Yeah, and see you on the next one. Take a flight.
Take a flight.